Good Sunday morning, everybody. Danny here, Sunday with Spirit. This is not a tarot card reading. This is just trying to touch base with Spirit, see if they have something they want to share with us. And it's also me doing my Sunday church thing. I normally don't go to church. I used to all the time, but so I don't know, is this a holdover? Is this me feeling guilty? Yeah, certainly that could be it too. But anyway, just trying to ask some questions and see what Spirit has to say. And I'm not really sure where I'm going with this, but I do want to send love and light and healing energy and safety energy out to Huda. All right, so I'm thinking, pick a row, and from this row, that may ring more true to you than the other rows, but there's probably something in it for every card. Will probably give some kind of meaning or spark to you, whether it's through what I say or from the image that you get out of it. So, and what, I'm thinking about, I think it's so important in our times that we're in now to appreciate everything we have to its fullest. Go out and walk in nature, get grounded in nature. And what happens if we can't go out? We live in a big city. We live on a boat. We can't go out into the woods. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that if that's true. You can certainly go swim in the ocean, though. That would be nice. But we can also imagine ourselves somewhere else, right? We can use our imagination and close our eyes and just start walking. Start walking through the trees, oak trees, pine trees, redwoods, a field. Maybe it's you planting a garden that you don't have, but in your mind you can have it. So let's just see here. Anyway, I think that's important. Use your imagination. Use our imaginations. I'm in need of this too. Use our imaginations so that we can travel to another dimension, a place where we are happy, where we're enjoying life, where we're full of life, and not full of guilt. But anyway, sometimes guilt is good. Look, it brings us to Sunday with Spirit. All right, so this is kind of the same thing. You know, what we should embrace, what we should let go of, and what we should treasure, what we should really, really hang on to that maybe we let go of already. So let me think. I'm going to pause this for a second. Okay. Sometimes I don't know what I'm going to talk about before I do this, as is right now. I mean, I've been thinking about it. When we say no to something, I'm sorry, backing that up. When we say yes to something, yes, I'll do this. That means we're going to have to say no to something else. So when we say yes, this column, when we say yes, what are we saying no to? When we say no, what should we be saying yes to? And what should we embrace in our lives that we're not looking at right now? When we say yes, what are we saying no to? The middle world reversed. When we say yes, we're saying no to the middle world reversed. The middle world is all about this plane of existence, our little bubble with the birds and the trees. So when we say, sure, I'll go do that, I'll help you, I'll do this, when you say yes to something, are you saying no to going out and walking in nature, to taking your own time, to giving up your own time? Now that may be good, that may be bad. You may be saying yes to something that really doesn't need to be said yes to. So this takes me back to nature. Make sure you say yes to nature when you're saying yes to something else that's taking you away from the middle world. Metamorphosis. Look at that card. When you say yes to something, you are, and maybe it's not something, because I'm getting hung up on that word something. When you say yes to someone, will you do me this favor? Will you do this for me? Can you do this? When you say yes to those questions, you don't give yourself enough time to change. This was upside down. You're not allowing yourself the quiet time to see, feel, and move into change. And when you say yes, Page of Earth reversed. When you say yes to somebody, to some request, you are saying no to the Page of Earth. This card is all about bringing new energies, young energies, spiritual energies. He's got a, I can't remember the term. It's an Indian front plate, like, it's not for protection so much, and it may be, I'm not really sure, but it's not going to stop anything except maybe spirits coming in, evil spirits coming into your soul. But this is a young energy who's exploring, who's going out, who's trying new things, bringing you new ideas. So when we're saying yes to other people's needs and stuff, requests, we're saying no to us finding out who we are. So we're saying no to going out in nature, we're saying no to our change, and we're saying no to our innocent messages that we are not allowing us to hear. Now that sounds really self-serving, because when we take it away from ourselves and put it onto somebody else, then we really open up huge possibilities. So this is when we say yes to a request, we are saying no to this. When we say no to a request, we allow this to happen. Luminous warrior in medicine position. So we say no to the luminous warrior. Hang on, I got to think about this. Okay, this one stumped me a little bit, so I had to cheat. It's okay to cheat. So what this is saying, when we say no to somebody's request, this is not about saying it in a way that you think, oh, they're going to be upset, or, oh, now I'm going to get into a fight with them, or it's going to be a battle because they really want this and I'm going to say no, or quarrel with yourself. Oh, am I being really selfish? No, it's not that at all. Maybe that request will happen at a different time, but at this time, in this column, it's not going to happen. And if you're just calm and assertive and say, no, not now, you're going to be saying yes to making a choice. So you can go back to, yes, I'll do that, or no, I won't, and I'm going to go through another door, a luminous door. And it's important when you say no to somebody that you walk gingerly on this path. It can't be full of anger and it can't get into that space because you can fall off of it. You have to pay attention to where you're going. So it's just, no, move on to the King of Air. You get to say yes to finding the truth of what your path is as a luminous warrior. So even though I truly believe that our best is in service to others, if we're just serving ourselves, kind of like what this row was indicating, which I don't think it was, it's more about giving us the time to be with Spirit so that we can find the best way to be of service to others, where we get to make the choice as to what portal we want to go to. And I love this idea of portals because when we're talking about the middle world and going out into nature and using our imaginations to get to a different place of peace and harmony that gives us this innocence, this page of earth energy, and allows us this metamorphosis, we get to access different types of portals. Some people may call us crazy doing that. You're doing what? Well, I'm journeying to another dimension. I'm journeying to the middle world, the lower world, the upper world. Well, you're kind of crazy. No, I've got truth. I've got the King of Air. And this is the King of Swords. Energy. And what should we cherish above all else? The ghost dance. Huh. One of my favorites, intention, and the high priestess. What we should cherish above all else is the unknown. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of where it's going to take us, where this magical dance of opening these portals is going to take us. If we keep our intentions really specific and really true, and try a lot of these different dandelions. When we make a wish on these dandelion seeds, hunt out the ones that we want to make a wish on, and then keep that intention really pure and focused, and sit on that idea for a while. Let it come to fruition. And in that, and both of these, the ghost dance and high priestess, they're both talking about the magic that can happen with walking through this portal. Let me check on this ghost dance a little bit more. Hang on. So I wanted to clarify some things to make sure that I was getting the right information from the shaman version of this card. And I think I was, but I want to add to it that when we start being nostalgic for the past and how things were, it doesn't serve us, because the past is not where we are anymore. We're in metamorphosis. We're making a choice with our intentions. So we may need to open up our houses, let the air start flowing, do a little cleansing ceremony, a little smudging. Allow the magic of the high priestess to come through us. Now, some people will say, oh, that's a little dark energy. It's also a little light energy. So with good comes bad. With bad comes good. Keep our intentions clear and clean. Be the luminous warrior. And know that we have the strength and the fortitude of the energy of the King of Air, along with the innocence, bravery, naivete of the Page of Earth, that moves us forward into our ghost dance, into our portals, into our nature. As I look at this tree, I look at the roots too. Keep your roots grounded into the Middle Earth, so we don't go flying off into the air. We need to be grounded into the middle world so that we can walk out of the portals and back down our path. Alrighty. I want to thank you all for hanging with me. Love and light out to y'all. Peace and love.